Yo, what is up, my selective socialites? This is Zero, and of course, today or tonight. I guess this is probably what considered tonight by now. We're gonna celebrate the 100 subs, even though now it went down to 99. But earlier today, I guess it went up and down 100, and it was 100 for a while. So it was 100 so long that YouTube sent me a notification in the YouTube Studio app, letting me know that I had 100. So although I don't particularly care too much about it, I mean it is a milestone, and hey, delicious, aka Swoop like me. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I know it says 99 now, but it was 100 earlier, and I guess somebody took it away or something. I don't know. I guess some people thought that they were gonna do something to me by doing it. I guess I don't know. Or maybe that's the dude I was talking about. Hey, Queen. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Nikki. Behind the mic. That sounds like a TV show. Matter of fact, it reminds me of like that MTV Behind the Music. Nikki. Behind the mic. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate the love, y'all. Yeah, just yeah. I mean, now I'm just gonna go on the road to 200. I mean, like, when I first started YouTube, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it in mind of being monetized. But I mean, I don't care about being monetized by YouTube, but because I'm pretty much doing it when I want to. I'm not even not get paid for it. I mean, and as far as monetization go, I mean, I got Cash App, so I mean that's monetization, but people don't think of it that way, but it is monetization. It's just not monetization with YouTube. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it won't be too long. I'm just kind of, talking, but yeah, like, yeah, I mean, I do like, milestones like that. I mean, even though it's not not really, super important. Appreciate that, Gigi. Even though it's not like super important to me, for that, it's just like some of a milestone. Some that should be recognized. So yeah, 100 people. Like YouTube ain't really, 'cause YouTube ain't really considered doing that. But I mean, if you've been, working and grinding, I mean, especially, getting 100, just doing it within a few months, which I might have been able to get it faster had I been more motivated to do some content. I mean, yeah, I mean, right now I'm feeling, motivated enough to do stuff now, but, might get a time where I just don't even get them. Hey, guys, more welcome. 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 Yeah, I mean, it might get to the point where I just don't even, we can. Like, it'd be like sometimes I'd be like, I should just, I'd be feeling like, oh, yeah, I should just shut down the whole channel and just be chilling. But I mean, but I mean, pretty much the whole point of my channel is just to express myself, express my own thoughts and express my, creativity and whatnot, or I guess how I view things. Hey, Natty, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, like I don't know if it's still saying 99, but it was 100 earlier. Like I said, I mean, I mean, I've seen it happen on my old channel where, like, you get a certain amount and then somebody, maybe they don't like you or somebody really just decide they just take this sub back. It doesn't to do that. Oh, I ain't worried about that. Like YouTube said it's a milestone. I don't. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, like I said, what I've learned in my years of doing this is like, yeah, it's gonna be there anyway. It was there. It was gone. It happens. I mean, it might not even be like somebody just being spiteful. It just might be YouTube or it could be different things. You know, YouTube's kind of weird like that sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, and I guess it's on Labor Day. Labor Day, like I said, I really don't celebrate too many holidays. I mean, Labor Day is an extra day off. Like I think I've said like, on a few holidays I celebrate Martin Luther King Day, not the federal holiday, but his actual birthday, which is the 15th of January. Malcolm X Day. I will say Marcus Garvey Day, but I don't really celebrate that. But uh, because I celebrate Mandela Day a little bit. So I'm not really celebrating it as much. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, YouTube. I mean, like I said, it's weird, but yeah. I mean, YouTube been doing shady stuff for a long time. It's just now, like now that it's affecting the bigger creators, now they want to say something. Hey Matthew, I don't think I've seen you here on the channel before, but welcome. Yeah, I mean, YouTube's always been doing stuff like that. Like it's like even when they copyright something, like I remember like on another channel I used to have, like before I had the Zero to Infinite channel, and for this one, I remember I had like a song playing, like a song that was playing, and it was like a song one of my friends played, but he gave permission to use it, but I didn't know there was another guy on it, and they hit me with the copyright. But then I tried to appeal it. Yeah, yeah, that's when I found out. Like when you through a couple of times, like when you do appeals, YouTube don't answer. They don't really care unless it's some in it for them. They don't care. That's why I like when they just do it, when they just hit me with something like, well, I was going to take it because like it is what it is. I mean, it was, and I think I really started to hate YouTube was like last year when on my old channel where when I one day I was one live and I mentioned a certain word and I wasn't even promoting anything. I was just kind of just stating like what facts were, what is supposed to be said on it. And I think, and I luckily kind of, had downloaded the whole stream. I think it was like 6 hours or something. And I think I think I did most of that by myself. I think I did like at least like 3 or 4 hours by myself because I had like a lot of stuff I was talking about, and and pretty much, they, like I was at work and I was getting to get out of work, and as I know, I'm going to check on YouTube, and YouTube said you got a strike, medical misinformation, And I was like, okay, wow, because I remember there was another video I had up, and it was about a doctor, a doctor that was, talking about some alternative to the vaccine, which was a Senate hearing, but they tried to take away says medical misinformation, even though he was a doctor and he had like evidence supporting it, like so much so that senators are bringing him up to it, but they didn't they didn't want to look at anything other than the vaccine. But it's like they were saying, we'll give you a warning, even though I had this video up for maybe like a few months, and they just say, oh yeah, well we're here with a warning. That's like when they wanted to start going crazy with it, and then I like said, then I accidentally said a word, and the algorithm don't know that I'm not promoting anything. So it pretty much it doesn't even matter what I had to say, and it was 2020 or it was like 20. No, it was last year 2021. Yeah, it's 2021. They still had the lockdown stuff, so it was like, or if they didn't have lockdowns, it was like still people weren't too eager to go back out, so it was still a lot of restrictions on that. Yeah, I mean, like I know it's like I forgot where it was, but it's like there's like a certain list like YouTube put out like of stuff that would be considered against the guidelines, stuff like that. So if you look at that, you'll know what to avoid. But then sometimes YouTube be doing some BS anyway. That don't be against guidelines, anything. They just do what they want. So I just kind of look at it. YouTube does what YouTube wants to do. You know, even though it's a government run platform, because I mean, think about it. Like you got all this information, and Google is connected to everything. I mean, even if they try to deny it, say it's not a Google government run platform, like obviously it is. Like Facebook and Instagram and social media like that. But let me get back to this comment. Oh, hey, Big Rooster, how you doing, brother? Well, I mean, like, yeah, I know that. It just like with me. It just be sometimes I just don't be caring to be doing it at times. Like I'll be so, I'll be so disgusted with YouTube. Like I don't even feel like even doing it. I don't even want to even do nothing. Like that's how I be feeling sometimes. Hey, hi, mom. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a lot of stuff. I told you I can't show you even if I was like experiencing because like I said, like there's like two different. I mean, like I told you earlier, told you either yesterday, or day before, like even if I was like do the steps, I only know the guy parts of the steps. There's like it's like men and women have different steps, so it's like even I taught you the steps that I did, they wouldn't help you out at all. But yeah, oh yeah, but you already know you're gonna have to put that video out. Alright. Let's see. Google will uh, have a certain part of the federal government. Well, I mean, it's not really just work for the government. I mean, YouTube's a good source of information. Like it's like information is power. So if you control information, you control everything. Why you think like YouTube don't want people, really branching out, to other, platforms like that? They don't want the information to be gone. Hey, TM Shield. from M Town in the house. I wish I could play that Project Pat North Memphis. North Memphis. Where the killers there? I don't know if you're not from North Memphis or not, but if that's true, I'm gonna play that in North Memphis where the killers. Well, it's North Memphis, but that's what it said. That's where Project Pat said where the killers at. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, like the biggest the biggest struggle as far as me doing content is like not is feeling the creative enough to do it and not feeling disgusted by YouTube where I just feel like I just want to shut down the whole channel. That's oh yeah, that song too, North North. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that cheese and dope by Project Pat. I be slinging on that thing, praying that I don't get cut by these police making rage up and down. But yeah, well, and like as far as the analytics go, like I'm kind of surprised, like how many people just, like it's been a rise, like views, and everything like that. But I'm kind of surprised, like how people find it. Like a lot of people just find it just by clicking on browser and stuff like that. I was kind of surprised by that because I know in the past I had to, like outside external sources that I usually got stuff like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on like whether or not people want to hear the truth or not. Because I mean, like think about it, people don't care, but people don't care about the truth. Like, well, now, no, I'll take it back. People do care about the truth, but I'm gonna use a line I remember hearing on How I Met Your Mother, where Neil Patrick Harris playing as Barney Stinson had said one time. He said, he said people like being lied to. They just don't want to find out they being lied to. That's all it is. Yeah, I mean, people have no problem being lied to. They just don't want to know. I mean, think about it. Like usually a story, like you can get the whole picture of it. Like you'll see like people put out videos or something like making somebody look real bad, and you see like this one part of the picture, one piece of the video or something like that, and they just run with it. Or somebody said something on there, on Twitter or something like that, and people just people just run with it without putting context to it or getting the full context of everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people do. Of course, people. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be too hard to do it. I mean, it's just like I mean, you check out a lot of stuff. Like when it come to I mean, even some basic like TV. A lot of people like watch reality TV, and some people even act it out. Like that's it ain't real, and they know it ain't real, but it's fun for them. Or like when politicians go tell the same lies over and over again to people, and be like, yes, they're gonna make a change, and they don't do nothing. I let's see, I am. I think like probably here and maybe in Twitch, but I haven't used Twitch in a while. I mean, it's in my description box, but I do need to put it on my about section. I just been too lazy to do it, honestly. I would say Twitch is a little freer than YouTube, but then again, the only thing they're probably strict on is like you saying certain words, something like that. So say some words, like you could get blocked or whatever. But mm, well, I mean that's either said than done. But the thing about it is, it's like, what's the falsehoods? I mean, some we can obviously see it, but then some people I be saying some people, say, yeah, this is the truth and all that, folks they say, I'm woke, but you still sleeping. you know, they tell me I'm fighting against the system, but you working with the system. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, I can give you an example of like, people being lied to, it's like organization Black Lives Matter, that organization. I mean, I agree with the title Black Lives Matter. I agree with that. But the organization itself is, very, very corrupt. They don't do nothing for black people. I mean, the problem they do with black people is, bring if they find somebody that will go along with their program, they will bring them in and do other black people dirt. Just use black people. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. You know when you see them, but the thing about it is, it's like, I mean, we can see the obvious ones, but there may be some we don't see, and it may not be as obvious. So it's just like how we know we not still living in the falsehood right now. I mean, I guess I've always been kind of not trust the government ever since I was probably like maybe like 14 or 15. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I only said I'm not speaking to somebody who just kind of just heard about like some of the stuff they did, but like they'll because I remember being a part of Black Lives Matter, and like I say, like when I first went there, like that was the first time, like when when you hear people say, my pronouns and all that, that was the first time I ever heard anybody say, what's your pronoun? Because I was kind of when they introduced me, I was kind of confused. I was like, pronoun? Like, what do you mean? I was confused. Yeah, yeah, YouTube be kind of crazy like that. Like sometimes the chat you just kind of gotta like refresh the chat. But I mean, and like thing about Black Lives Matter, like one thing they were big on said this is Black woman centered, and I'm just like, I said, I mean, it's like, and they try to make it sound like they include everybody, but well, if you listen, you listen to them, it's like, nah, we only, women are important, It was like, yeah, when it comes to something about like trying to bring people together, say, well, this is Black woman, this organization is Black woman centered, when it's talking about everybody else, but then we talk about women. So oh, yeah, this is what we're about, blah 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 blah. And then and even after I, they had said that, I asked them like, what do you mean by Black woman center? Because I had asked that, for really inclusion, and I asked them that, and I still haven't got a response. And I mean, I mean, then it seems like they're more, more concerned with black, alphabet people. We gonna like that. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Okay, you want to bring him in? Okay, it's fine. But I was kind of funny, like they say it's Black woman centered. And, they push this feminism because that's what they do. Push your feminism. Push this feminism in here, and then you claim you're using dead black men to push your feminist agenda. To act like you're helping black people when you're just using black people. Because I remember I used to get like the newsletters of Black Lives Matter. You know what I seen when when they would have like when they were talking about having events. I remember one time I seen they had a canoeing event. Like, what's the point of that? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure like it's not over. Yeah, appreciate it, Mixology. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll say like, what was the point of that? And I mean, he had some gay members there. It was like some gay black dude. It was like one dude, like a light skinned dude. I didn't know he was gay until I seen him walk in with his white boyfriend. I ain't got no problem with who they love, whatever. But I was like, talking Black Lives Matter, you supposed to be like black power, trying to about black people stuff like that. So how you go date a white person? I find that funny. I mean, when they asked me the whole pronoun question, I was like pronouns. I'm a man. I didn't know how to respond to it. But I mean, it's like if you want to be a part of the organization that actually helping black people, yeah, yeah, you ain't got to hear, you ain't got to listen to me to know that Black Lives Matter ain't gonna help you out. You'll find out yourself. But yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's. It's very interesting, like especially like when you get like wanting to especially if you're black and you want to help other black people. If you're genuine about it, it's gonna be a tough road. Like not just dealing with the government and other groups of people, whatever other race of people, whatnot. You're gonna like probably your biggest obstacle is gonna be people that are your color that are pretending to help. Because there's a lot of organizations that pretend like they're helping folks, and they're not doing a damn thing. Hey, Frostbite, how you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. And I tell you, it's a hard road. And I've been out of doing it for a minute, and only because I'm just trying to get myself back right. But once I get back, set back up just right, I'm gonna go right back out in the community. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, and I like I said, I mean, and the thing about, and I'm gonna bring it back to like stuff I got, want to go on YouTube, got going on with YouTube. Like I mean, I've been having ideas about stuff, and like I be want to write down. You know how you be having ideas you want to do, but then when it comes down doing it, you just don't even do 'em. And I had stuff I like really want to do, and I think people probably like it. I mean, it might not get a whole lot of views, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It just be kind of tough doing stuff. I mean, I guess like if I just kind of make myself focus. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I have to do. Cause if I ain't have fun with it, yeah, I'll shut it down. I don't care what nobody tell. I'll shut this bitch down for real. I mean, you see how much I don't care about what YouTube think, cause I'm cussing now. I mean, I don't cuss a lot, but There was time on that I just wanted to cuss, and I like I was trying to add hold myself back. I mean, I can, like I said, I can hold conversation without cussing, but it be sometimes I just want to cuss, you know. And I mean, like, it's just like, cause I was from the hood, but and I'm not, so like, it's like I guess guess they call me a cultured hood dude. I can be hood. I can hang with the hood folks, but I can hang with the preppy, maybe the well-to-do folks if I had to, or people in between. So holy crap. Yeah, cause I mean, I think I didn't because I was just more concerned about YouTube, just like like trying to make it a safe channel, but it's like, but I know me, I'm gonna be talking about stuff that's gonna push the envelope because I just be thinking of stuff like that. And it's not so much just push the envelope, just more like to challenge people, challenge the way people think, or So I don't just I mean me, I don't do trending topics unless it just happens to be something that I feel personally I want to talk about. But other than that, I don't. Other than that, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a thought and it just left. You ever had that happen? Like you be right in the middle of saying something, and what you about to say, you just forgot it that quick. That's what happened to me. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I want to kind of have more stuff, and I'm probably gonna be uploading some of my old content, but I mean, it won't be like just me just doing a whole bunch of it because originally I wasn't going to upload any of old content. I haven't really uploaded much of it. I think I maybe uploaded maybe 2 or 3 videos. That's about it. But everything else has been like pretty much content for this channel. But because I almost like kind of like, well, I didn't I guess like part of me like said I just wanted to do new stuff, and I didn't want to bring all the stuff over there. Now I didn't say all. I said most. See, yeah, see, you didn't read all the way. I said most. I didn't say all because that'd be silly to say all. That would be silly to say all. I said most, so I'm not backing off of it. But I mean, you have Latino, so you don't really count anyway. You got the black DNA. You kind of muted it. You muted it. Yeah, I think probably me most days. Like if I say something, I'm staying on it. But if I was wrong on something, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I was wrong. I'm gonna say I say what I thought I said, but I ain't saying they can't be curvy. I mean, it's just like from my experience, I say a lot of them when they have children, they just they don't have that same body anymore. But I mean, like I said, that's only from my experience, so I could be completely wrong. But I'm only speaking from my own experience. So yeah, I will concede to that point. But I mean, until I'm proven wrong, I'm gonna stand on that point. Yeah, that's true too. But I'm not really too concerned about Latinos in general. I'm more concerned with black women because that's who I'm more interested in, black women. Now, yeah, I do hate it when black women lose their shape. Like, man, I was like, dang, yeah, that's a shame. I mean, and this, a thing about like some people, like some like folks, like because like don't, like typically, black people take care of themselves. They can't really look younger. That may be, but I'm only worried about black women. Yeah, yeah, that too. But yeah, generally, like people like if you take care of yourself, even you get older, you'll still look younger. And I mean, I think I've seen like women like from 40 to 60 looking better than 20, 30 year olds. Yeah, but yeah. I think I kind of understand like my dad gets so fired up. It's that Latina in there, but I don't know about like I don't know if a lot of Latinas are fiery like that, but that's kind of like the stereotype. They're fire, Latinas are fiery. But I mean that is a stereotype though, so I ain't the only one that said that. But that's generally the stereotype. But yeah, like I mean, yeah, like I said, I had like ideas stuff like I kind of had like ideas for like two funny voiceovers. And one of them got the audio of it. It just putting together, doing the editing on it that I just hadn't really took time to actually do. And then I got one I gotta finish the script on. Like I said, it's like I used to do stuff. I would just do it off the top of my head, but then I stopped doing that because doing off the top of my head, even though would remember the time, and then when it came recording it, I would forget it or change it. So I'm like, I just write it down so I ain't gonna forget it. Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay, it might be the mix we're talking about, but yeah, but you know me, I'm only concerned about the Black Americans. That's all I'm worried about. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, like it's pretty much Black Americans on their own. I mean, cause I mean, like I said, other races really was concerned about like joining hands with Black people like they say they do. Then I wouldn't even have too much a problem with that. But it's just like general, they don't. In general, they don't. And a good example of that is when they had the whole the Asian thing going on, where Asians, when they had that crime bill, like during that whole like little thing, and then Asians, even though it was somebody white that took out one of them, and the Asians, they do like most races do, try to use black people to push their movement, and when black people didn't want to do it, they got all mad at us, then start trying to blame us for everything, and then start making fake videos of black people just beating up Asian all the time, even though I'd be like, I say y'all have no reason to get mad at us. Out of all them times that y'all be all the time the Asian men be beating on black women when they're in the stores and all that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm like it's like kind of like I just kind of do what I feel like doing. It's like something like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, I just do it. So I mean, it was just like when I did like poetry watch, like one of my old poetry stuff, and just started doing that. And I think one of them I kind of made up that was new, but it was short. But like but I just kind of like just do whatever I feel like is on my mind. Kind of where it's creative. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like when I first did story times, like I didn't even think about. I didn't think I had any interesting stories. I'm like, yeah, people have interesting stories, and then I thought about it, like, then when I was like kind of done, like, oh, I do have some interesting stories. I thought it might, like, oh yeah, the celebrity stories be interesting, but then I think, but like, oh, I got some interesting stories. Now, I mean, of course, there are some stories I can't tell. Like everybody got some stories that like people probably interested in what you tell them, but it'd be like, yeah, you tell them stories, people start looking at you another way. Okay. Oh, you talking about Latina like is ethnicity cultural? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess is what you're saying. But yeah, like yeah, I mean, like I mean, even I mean, I say Black Americans. That I only say that because that's what we identify as. But I mean, even the term black and white aren't really races. Just more like statuses. Like black supposed to be like you're the lowest. You're the lowest class, and white is the highest class. Like if you ever pick up a Black's Law Dictionary, fourth edition, look up the term free white persons, and it'll give you a whole list of different races that you'll be surprised. Like you think just Caucasian, like no, that's a whole different group. Like if you ever hear the more scientific, even though they kind of don't don't really know all the history of the Moors in America or about the Moors in general, only from the more scientific history, history. They, they, just consider something more makes you considered a white person because you would be considered Northern African. They said in Northern Africans are considered white people as part of that term. And hey, Boss Man News, how you doing, bro? So yeah, so yeah. I mean, it's like a lot of groups. Like and I mean, even here they got like groups like Indians, like not Native American Indians are considered white. Middle Easterns are considered white. Uh, I think now like the Hispanics and I don't know the difference between Hispanics and Latinos or not. I heard there was, and I hear there wasn't, so I don't really know. Well, I mean the whole Caucasians being the majority. I mean when they talk about minority, they don't actually mean the majority of people. It just means like a mind. They were talking about the mindset. Because I mean, if you're talking about number of people, yeah, the Caucasians have never been the majority. Not even here. You might say, "Oh, it's 15% of so-called black people here," and I'm like, "That's bullshit." Because it's way more. And I think more people are starting to catch on to it. It's like yeah. And I mean, even if you have like the census, I mean, like they take what they get from the census, but then it's like it's a lot of misinformation because some people won't take it. I know I ain't never took that motherfucker. I think I took it once, and that's about it. And then you have like you just have like people who identify with different stuff. So it's like you can't really necessarily say that because you can't necessarily say that's accurate because you ain't got all the information. But yeah, so okay, yeah, information, but it's tricky. But I mean, at the end of the day, it really don't really too matter too much. I mean, they say like Barack Obama was so-called black or melanated president, but the United States is actually already pretty founded by it was founded by the Moors. It was created by them actually. Like even when George Washington came over there, it was already a fully functioning government. So it wasn't like George Washington. Oh yeah, we took over this place and now we just run it. I mean, they didn't say the stuff after the Revolutionary War. And then they try to play it off like they weren't doing nothing because they didn't want to get taken out. So, but it's a lot of history there. But I guess that could be for another conversation. But yeah, so oh, I was gonna lie, but in the future, I'm gonna start putting a few people as mods. People who show up a lot. I just have them being mods because do that, and I keep forgetting to make this subscriber only. Luckily, ain't no bots been coming through here. So I mean, the bots have been in the comment section though, but yeah, like there's been a lot of bots in there, like weird messages and I started to use that new YouTube function called increased strictness. So I use that increased strictness function on it. So hopefully that might stop it. But yeah, yeah, but I need to remember that. I wish there was a function where you can just choose whether like where it set all the chats to sub only or not sub only. Cause cause if it was like if it was all sub, if you could set all the sub only, like kind of like how they have it where if you want to set content you can set content to not kid, either not for kids or for kids, or to have it where you get ads every time. I'm like, why don't they make that? I would make a suggestion to Google, but Google would probably take their time and probably pass me up. So I ain't even, I just wait till they do it. Well, I mean, well, I don't know what dot heads are, but oh, you talking about Indians? Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, like they had the Caucasians call themselves white, which is ironic actually because uh the the term doesn't actually fit them. Actually, the term black fits them. Like the original meaning of the word black actually means pale or bleach. It's a German word meaning pale or bleach, and that was like kind of what they were called. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they were called because like that was the original word for it. I mean, even though like Google be trying to lie, try to say that's not true or whatever. I'm kind of so done with Google because like yeah, Google can be good source of information, but then they be trying to lie on certain stuff. But other than that, it's a pretty good platform. But yeah, I think I should go and wrap this up because I think I talked longer than I normally did. But this is because it's a special. But yeah, I think I should go ahead and wrap it on up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me give my shout outs. Like I said, yeah, like let me see. I think Gigi came first, then Soup Like Me, and I know Weather Frugal came in, Nadia came in, T and Michelle, Mixology, trying to remember everybody who came in. Matthew Mittens, Bossman News, uh, Big Rooster. Okay, so yeah. Okay, Devil Catch by Faith, Conscious Moron. Okay. And nigga behind the mic. Yeah, and this Peaches. I think that's it. Okay, I was able to move it all the way up. Okay. So yeah, let's see. I think I got everybody. Oh, Frostbite 2022. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. So I kind of said out of order, but I want to make sure I give all my shout outs. I think I said Conscious Moron. Yeah, GG. Yeah, so and I mean I see Frostbite 22. He subscribed, so I guess that 100 came back. I don't know if it went any further, but we're gonna be on the road to 200 after this, and pretty much after we do when 200 come up, we're gonna have probably another big chat like this. Maybe I'll make it over panel. I don't know, but I am thinking about having some where I can have a not over panel, but like have a guest come on. I don't know, every week or maybe every month. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, if I do, I'll just, you'll see it, or I will give you heads up. I may start using my
Twitter. I don't really use IG. I mean, I use it, but I don't really use it that much. But I may start using Twitter for my updates and all that. I'm gonna try to anyway. But yeah, thank y'all all for coming through. Appreciate the love. Uh, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Uh, we want to show next love. My cash app is on the banner. If you feel like it, no pressure. I'm not stressing it because it don't matter to me one way or another. But again, appreciate y'all holding this in balance vibrations, y'all. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.